morning, guys. My name is Amanda and I am going to be showing you around my life here in Ko Pha-Ngan, Thailand today. So sorry I sound a little weird. I am sick right now. So first thing when I wake up in the morning that I like to do here is go right out here and do some meditating and journaling, and then I do a workout in the sand. All right, so I just showered and got ready for the day, and I'm about to head to a cafe. So I'm heading up here to my scooter. So you definitely need a scooter if you're gonna live in Ko Pha-Ngan, just because it's pretty spread out. And the scooters are pretty expensive, so our scooter was $90 a month. So we like to start our mornings off in a cafe and get some work done and get some breakfast. So this is one of our favorite little cafes to go to, just really quiet, down the road from where we live. And this morning I got an omelet and a honey latte. Okay, so we finished our work for the morning and we're gonna go grab some lunch and then head to the beach for a little beach break. And I will tell you a little bit more about living abroad and all of your questions as well at the beach. All right, so I am taking a little beach break. This beach is literally a 2-minute drive from my house and right across from the cafe that I was working at. So I don't do this every day, but I try to get out here as much as I can. And as you can see, there is like literally no one out here, but there's a lot of different beaches and mountains to explore in Ko Pha-Ngan. So I've already gotten a ton of questions for you guys, and I would put all the little boxes here, but most of the questions are pretty much the same. So I'm not gonna put each individual box, I'm just gonna kind of answer all of them. So first, what TEFL course did I take, and a little bit more about that process. So I mentioned on my first slide that I did take the online TEFL course. I was working in corporate America, a full-time job at the time, and wanted to keep working that job. So of course, I just applied to VIP Kid. It was the only one I applied for because, again, I had heard that they were the best. And it was about a 3-week interview process with VIP Kid before I got hired. And as I was able to start teaching before I actually left the stage with the online course. It was absolutely great, super easy and manageable to do while still working. And then I was able to immediately apply for VIP Kid because I knew I only wanted to teach online because I wanted to travel a lot. And so as soon as I was done with my If you are interested though in teaching in a school, ITA was so helpful in offering to help me with my resume, help me talk about different countries and comparisons. So they help you through the whole process. And honestly, most people that I know teach in a school and teach online just for some extra income. So like I said before, I've only ever taught online, and I was teaching with VIP Kid. I'm not teaching at the moment, but I highly recommend VIP Kid, and I talk about them all the time to everyone that I meet. They are so amazing. So I'm going to tell you the 3 reasons why I love them. So the 3 reasons why I chose and really highly recommend VIP Kid is because you're paid in US dollars, so it's direct deposit right into your bank account. Number 2, you get to set your own schedule, so every single week you can open up as many slots or as little slots as you want. And number 3, there's no lesson planning. So once you kind of get the hang of how they do things, you can just kind of show up to class, you get to know your students, and they have all the lesson planning and instructions done for you. So if you're interested about learning more about them, like I said, couldn't highly recommend them enough. You can swipe up here to see the link and go ahead and apply. And if you do apply, definitely reach out to us. We love helping people go through that process and giving you some extra interview tips. So with VIP Kid, you typically make about $20 US an hour, and you will teach 25-minute classes. So you're paid technically $10 per class. Like I said, it's a US dollars direct deposited into your bank account, which is really nice. So we've lived in quite a number of different countries and been able to live off of the income that you would make with that. So in Thailand, your cost of living is probably about $800 a month, which I'll put my whole breakdown there. But you can teach, you know, maybe like 15 hours a week or 20 hours a week if you want, and typically make around $1,500 to $1,800 US a month. So the number one question that I keep getting in the messages is about cost of living. So we have actually lived in Chiang Mai, Bali, Taiwan, Vietnam, Ko Pha-Ngan, a lot of different places. So our cost of living is different everywhere we go. But for a cost of living in Thailand, I will put a breakdown on the next slide. So I got some questions about housing. So we normally stay in countries for 2 to 3 months. So we normally actually rent apartments, which again is different for every country. But for Thailand and for Ko Pha-Ngan, we're only here for a month. So we actually just found an Airbnb and decided to stay in the Airbnb the whole month. Typically for Thailand, I recommend finding housing on the ground, so booking a hotel room before you get there and then kind of walking around to different apartment buildings, Airbnbs, different things like that, or Facebook groups. For your visa in Thailand, we're on tourist visas since we are not actually employed by a school. So we are allowed 30 days on arrival. We typically come into Thailand on a 60-day tourist visa, which you have to set up ahead of time. And then you can go to an immigration office and extend it for another 30 days, which is a total of 90 days at once before you have to leave the country. If you work for a school though, typically they'll sponsor your visa. Okay, so before I head back out for the afternoon to do some more work, I figured I'd show you guys a little room tour. So like I said, normally we do live in apartments, but we're only here for a month, and we love the view here. So we are staying in pretty much just a hotel. Here is our room. So you walk in, the doors right here. They're putting some tile down outside, I guess, and this is the room. So we haven't really unpacked, but we'll only be here a month, so it's okay. And then you come in here and we have our own little bathroom. Nothing too fancy. And then the best part and why we took this was because we wake up to this every day. And then, all right, so then if you go out here, there's actually a little restaurant, which is part of where we live, and these really cute little cabanas. So here are the little cabanas, and in the evenings we like to sit and work out here and enjoy the view. Oh hey.
Hello. Want me to hold them up?
So we love going to night markets because you can get just like little bits of everything and it's always super affordable. So I got some pad thai, she got pad see, we got a bunch of spring rolls, and we're gonna get dessert as well. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. So it's almost 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. But if you have any other questions at all, or you just had fun with me today, go ahead and follow me on my personal account. We post a ton of stuff about being a digital nomad and traveling. We also have a blog, but it's currently under renovation, but we're really excited because we're doing a big relaunch in a couple weeks. And we have a YouTube channel as well, but we're most active on Instagram here. So give us a follow. We'd love to hear from some of you guys and maybe even meet up with you, and have a great night.